Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. From deep, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Under pressure. On target over the middle. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the gun, it's Davidson. They put the brakes on it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Left side, it's Moore. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him in.
Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. looking for a gap. It's McAllister. They were all over it.
Well, this guy's up for the Butkus Award for a reason. He's one of the best, plain and simple. He's so good at just triggering and IDing what's happening in the backfield, David, and he can shoot those gaps. You saw a couple TFLs in their last game out. He does it again here early. Just possesses those instincts that are hard to coach.
Instincts and the speed. Like, just, he sticks out. He looks like he's running faster than everybody else. He knows where the ball's going. I love the way they blitz him, bring him downfield. That's why he gets to get in the backfield and get those tackles for a loss.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harvard. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think it's safe to say LaNorris Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Briles at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. LaNorris Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go play action with Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Brown. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Hits inside. It's Johnson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack.
Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Wesco. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Davidson. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Escapes the pressure to his right. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's past the sticks. Maybe a crease. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
They talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burrows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Finds his big tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Look out! Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Out wide left, it's Harbor. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. Quick step and go. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Stop right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Clark. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He now has 53 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Play fake, Sellers. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Left side is Wesco. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The fake and wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Clark. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This defense prides themselves on effort and pursuit. Quarterback there did a great job scrambling, so much so that he was able to get downfield, and it looked like it was going to be a big play, but all that pursuit from the defense and their effort getting to the ball, knocking it out, and coming away with a big turnover.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Delivers the stiff arm. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at Central Michigan, taking on the number 9 team, the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Chippewas coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Whew, that's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Burrowing for yardage. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sellers on the play action. Flush to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Changing the routes with his receivers. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Clark. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Gets the back moving. Sellers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fuller. Turns it on in midfield. Caught, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Second and long here. Quarterback keep. Enough to move the chains. Turning it on. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Just smothered on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Throwing Sellers. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
return, it's Burrows. Rams him with the stiff arm. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Snags it over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for the marker. He is stopped on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
that's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Looking for room. It's McAllister. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Harbor. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. And they got it.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. No room to bring it back. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to take off. There's a live football. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as...
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to run, it's Johnson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rid of it on the RPO. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good, strong tackle.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Clark. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Not the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Sellers. Buying time to his right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Clemson trying to just bleed this clock dry. Hits inside. It's Johnson. Swamped immediately. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Punt is on its way. All the way back to his 5-yard line. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Throwing Sellers. He wants a big play here late. Upstairs to make the catch. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the field. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Again, it's Sellers. Moves to his right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. Put a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
They're all over it. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry as they're still down by 1. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are considered